Everybody sing along. Now come on now.
I need to find my way back home. I need to see myself again. And I know what you're thinking, cause I know what you're thinking. I said I know what you're thinking, and I know what you're thinking. And I know what you're thinking, and I know what you're thinking, cause I know what you're thinking. I kinda been gone, preoccupying my mind with designs that were in line.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of UrbaniteWatches. Today we're going to be reviewing the Seiko Flightmaster. This was a watch that my brother got me for my birthday, so really special. This is actually the second watch that he's ever gotten me. The first was the Seiko SKX 007, so I think safe to say he has very good taste in watches. Alright, so let's get to it. So this is the, like I said, the Seiko Flightmaster, but the official name, I guess, would be the Seiko Flight Chronograph, reference number SNA411P1. The retail value for this is about $475. Right now, it is on sale, I believe, for about $195. And on top of that, I think you can get some, if you do some digging, get some coupon codes, and for under $200, guys, this is you are getting a lot of watch for your money. Let's get to the stats. So it's a stainless steel case, 42 millimeters with a 13 millimeter thickness. So not the thinnest of watches, but at the same time, it's a relatively good size. Like I've always been telling you guys, I have smaller size wrists, but this actually doesn't really sit like a 42 millimeter. Let me give you guys a quick wrist shot. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but usually a 42 millimeter will sit pretty big on my wrist. I have actually a few 42 millimeter watches. My Omega, the Planet Ocean, is a 42. The Victorinox automatic that I have in the background right now, that's I think a 43. So I'm kind of used to the 42s, 43 sitting on my wrist. But this, even though it's a 42, it actually does not look that big. I don't know what it is about. Maybe it's the dial. Maybe it's the way the case is shaped, but I don't know. It sits pretty well on the wrist. So that's the wrist shot. So getting a little more detail on the dial. So as you can see, it's a black dial with luminous hands and indices. Luminous hands and dot hour markers. I don't know if you can see those right along here. Right there. Those are luminous markers with I am assuming Seiko's Luminite, Super Luminova. Damn, I can't remember, guys. I haven't. This is actually, what time is it right now? So it's actually getting close to 2:30, but I haven't had lunch, so sorry if I have a lot of brain farts during this review. Let's go ahead and get that lume shot in. Alright, so as you can see, it's actually daylight, so the lights are off, but the daylight's streaming in, but you can still see the lume pretty well. And I mean, it's great lume. Seiko always has great lume. What else can I say? Alright, so that was the lume shot, I guess you can still see a bit of the lume even in the light. That's crazy. Anyways, back to the specs. So we have a date complication, the date window at the 3 o'clock position right there, and black PVD bezel. Now this is not a dive watch, so it's not a unidirectional bezel, but it is bidirectional. So with this, now to kind of get to the dial and how everything works here, it does look very complicated when you first look at it. And when I first was considering this watch, and when I was first researching this watch before my brother got it for me, I was kind of hesitant just simply because of how crowded the dial could look. But I have to say, this overcomplicated dial is actually not overcomplicated at all. It somehow works, and I think that could be part of the reason why it fits so well on the wrist, even though it's a 42. But anyways, so the bezel and if you guys see the inner bezel here, there are a bunch of markings, and it looks really, really complex. But what it is first of all, there's a compass. As you can see, it says that it has north, south, southeast, etc., etc. That's the compass, and it's called a flight chronograph for this specific reason. It has, supposedly, with these different markers and everything, you can calculate fuel consumption, flight climb times. Let me see if you. There we go. Yeah, so as you can see, there's fuel, pounds, gallons. So I think you can also do conversions on this thing. I honestly have not looked into how to do the calculations, but it's cool. It's cool that you have that option. Getting to the chronograph function. First of all, before that actually, so as you can see here, it says 200 meters. Right? So 200 meters water resistance, meaning 660 feet of water resistance. For a chronograph, you don't really see that. I mean, usually you see dive watches. For example, the SKX 007, that is 200 meters, I believe, water resistance, and that's a dive watch, ISO certified. But this is a flight watch. It's called the Flightmaster, and it's for aviation, but it has 200-meter water resistance. How? Well, first of all, it has the solid screw-down case back. Again, nothing fancy, just signed Seiko. So there's the case back. And what really keeps this water resistant is these screw-down pushers and also screw-down crown. So usually chronographs will have, obviously chronographs will have these pushers to start and stop the chronograph, and that kind of keeps them from being water resistant. But this, Seiko found a way around this and uses screw down pushers. So when you have them screwed down, they won't push. You have to unscrew them. Unscrew the top, unscrew the bottom, and you know what, let's go ahead and test out or show the chronograph function going now. So the top will start the chronograph, and as you can see, so this is a quartz movement, Seiko quartz movement. Reliable, accurate, but the cool thing is the chronograph function, it has kind of a sweeping hand motion, which I think it adds a nice touch. Almost makes you feel like it's an automatic if you have that going. Now, let's do the stop, and then the reset. Actually, let me just get this out of the way so we can see a bit better. Okay. So for the chronograph, there are 3 subdials. There is the 60-second subdial right here. The 60-minute, or sorry, that's the 60-second subdial here. Sorry guys. 60-second subdial, 60-minute subdial, and this is the 12-hour subdial with supposedly an alarm. Now I haven't actually used the alarm function, and I, frankly, to be completely honest, don't know how it works. But it's there. Hey guys, sorry about the weird cut. Ran out of memory space again on the phone. But anyways, like I was saying, have no idea how to set the alarm function. Don't really know how to work it, but it's just another thing that's there in case you want to ever use it. And it's another reason, or it's another, I guess, aspect of this watch that really proves you don't have to be spending like hundreds and hundreds or even thousands of dollars for a really quality watch. This, I think, is it really oozes quality despite the fact that it's really just a $200 watch. I guess additional specs are it's Seiko's Hardlex crystal, not sapphire, but also not, it's, some people say it's Seiko's version of a mineral, but I think it's a bit harder, more resilient than a mineral crystal, and kind of, has like a more sapphire feel to it than just a regular mineral crystal. Also the links, this is a stainless steel band with the polished center links and brushed on the edges, on the sides, I mean. And it's really solid. I know I said this during the unboxing as well, but the whole watch has a very solid, hefty feel to it. I don't know exactly how much it weighs. I haven't weighed it yet, but it's very solid. It has solid end links. Let me see if you can see that. It has solid end links. Just very solid construction all around. It's, as you can see, it's not like the Seiko Jubilee bracelet that so many of so many of the people in the watch community complain about, but it's really solid. The clasp, fold over deployment clasp with push buttons, as well as safety. What else? Micro adjustments. Micro adjustment, I should say, since there's only really just one slot for the adjustment. But I mean, other than that, I think that's about it, guys. I mean, I think just aesthetically, again, I think it's fantastic. The pop of yellow, there's the yellow on the chronograph hand, as well as the minute counter, and then little bits of yellow around the bezel as well. It just adds so much to the watch. And the indices, again, they're loomed. The hour markers right here, they're loomed but also applied indices. You can't really see it because the hour hand is covering right now, but the Seiko logo is also applied. It has all these really nice touches that you would never see in any other $200 watch, really. I think that's the reason why so many watch enthusiasts, despite having watches that are thousands of dollars in their collection, they still go for these Seikos, because there's just so much quality and frankly history behind Seiko. So that is my review of the Seiko Flightmaster. I will have the review for the other Seiko that I recently got, the SNFP, I believe. Sorry guys, I'm so hungry and I'm so out of it right now. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. That was the review of the Seiko Flightmaster. Check back again soon for the other reviews that are coming up. And have a good rest of the day, have a good weekend, and peace out.
I kinda been gone, preoccupying my mind with designs that were in line at the time, well minus the blindness, but I'm back and you receive what I see, I don't believe.